between Hashem and Bnei Israel. So he wants him not only to marry her, but Ehov Isha ubat re'ah umena'efet. But someone who will stray, will not be loyal to you. Ke'avat Hashem and Bnei Israel, then you will understand how I feel, kind of, when I love my children, and my children turn their back to me. And this idea of Ahavat Hashem to Bnei Israel appears again and again in Sefer Dvarim. I just brought one of the psukim, but there is at least 4 or 5 psukim in Sefer Dvarim itself. So Hashem said, "Lo merubchem mikol amim." We are not the largest nation. Vayivchar bachem. That's not the reason why Hashem brought us to Eretz Israel or choose us. Ki me'ahavat Hashem etchem. Because Hashem loves you. That's why Hashem took you out of Mitzrayim and taking you to Eretz Israel. So this idea of the love, the undivided and the undiminished love of Hashem to Bnei Israel, no matter what, appears again in the words of Hosea. So the story goes, because next time we will continue in Perek Dalet, that he really paid her, he made a kiddushin, but he said to her, you know, we are going to live strange life. On one hand, you are not going to be able to be with anyone else. I married you. But at the same time, I'm not going to have relationship with you too. Which means, in the Mashal, Am Yisrael is going to be in a place, Hashem is going to take them to the Galut, when they are not going to have relationship either with the nation and the gods around them, but not with Hashem himself. There is a need for time of reflection. In a time of reflection, sometimes a person has to feel lonely, or a nation has to feel lonely in order to think, what happened to me? How do I reconcile and how I can bring back the relationship that I had before? And the Perek ends with a pasuk, Achar, after the loneliness that is well described in pasuk Dalet, Ki yamim rabim yeshvu bnei Israel en melech ve'en sar ve'en zebach ve'en matzeva ve'en efod u'trafim, which means they are not going to have leadership, a political one, ein melech ve'en sar, no religious life, ve'en zebach ve'en matzeva, ein efod u'trafim, not even religious leadership that you can ask them what to do. There will be time like this, and this is a time of reflection. Achar ישובו בני ישראל, וביקשו את השם אלוקיהם, ואת דוד מלכם, ופחדו אל השם ואל טובו באחרית הימים, which is a repetition of the idea that appears in ספר דברים. וביקשתם משם את השם אלוקיך, after all the troubles and all the horrible time in the גלות, the same words, וביקשו את השם אלוקיהם, וביקשתם משם את השם אלוקיך, ומצאת. כי תדרשנו בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך. Yes.
I have a quick question. In reading this, what Hosea is putting down on paper, what he's talking about, I'm surprised he doesn't use stronger language. When you look at the Torah, he uses Hashem. He refers to Hashem so many times in here. He doesn't use Elohim. He doesn't use the different connotations of Hashem's name. Hashem as a judge, or Hashem as being, in the context of compassion. It's always just this Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. And not,
in
like
Pasuk Hey, actually, you're right about the other places, but in Pasuk Hey, actually, he repeats actually the name of Hashem as it appears in the Torah. In Pasuk Hey, אחר ישובו בני ישראל וביקשו את השם אלוקיהם, right?
I didn't see that.
וביקשתם משם את השם אלוקיך. Which is very, very interesting, because really in Sefer Dvarim, we find Hashem Elokim, which is two different midot. I don't have time to elaborate over this one, but I will say only one thing, which is very, very important here. We remember that in Perek Aleph, Hosea said that at a certain point, Am Yisrael is going to say, you know what? Hashem is better than this Elohim. So when Hashem is going to take all the benefits that they got from what they thought the other gods bring them, then Am Yisrael will say, it's better to go to my first husband. He was actually better when I look now and can compare. Which is a beginning of tshuva. It's showing that maybe what they thought, that the Baalim are so powerful and can help them, it's not exactly that. But it's not a real tshuva. When you just say, okay, God is better than these gods, this is not a real tshuva. The tshuva that described here in Hosea is very, very different. אחר ישבו בני ישראל וביקשו את השם אלוקיהם ואת דוד מלכם. This is a real tshuva. They really ask God, not because they are disappointed with the other gods. ופחדו אל השם ואל טובו. פחדו here is not from fear. פחדו in Hebrew means also yearning. אל השם ואל טובו באחרית הימים. טוב, חז"ל, the Gemara explained that טוב, ההר הטוב הזה והלבנון is בית המקדש. So the yearning is really to go back to the special relationship that we had with Hashem when Beit HaMikdash was within us, in the midst of the camp. And these are the beautiful words that we will end today, Perek Gimel. Next time, B'ezrat Hashem, we will start learning Perek Dalet. Shkoyach, thank you very much.